you're there on this week's episode of Focus on FCT, a program that highlights policies and programs of the FCT administration, all geared towards making Abuja take its rightful place in Committee of Nations. I am Mariam George Jitbo.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambula, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents but also to our infrastructure as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers aka Bababula operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management Announcer.
Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has expressed his administration's readiness to enhance the nation's economy, leveraging on the Idu Industrial Park. The minister made this known during the inspection tour of the park in Abuja. The Idu Industrial Park is one of the commercial nerve centers in the nation's capital. The park is regarded as a free trade zone, housing different companies that produce a plethora of products, including iron rods, pipes, and other building materials. After being taken different sections of the park, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike describes the project as mind-boggling that will increase the economic fortunes of the country. The minister adds that the road infrastructure linking the park is being expanded, while security is also provided.
First of all, we gave us land to help 12 years ago. We are also talking about road. Without that road, this industrial park cannot take place. So government provided the infrastructure and we need to incorporate of this industrial park. And then talking about some of the future. We don't have all incentives. Like I've done commercial property is where they are not taxed. And the incentive to so many companies to where there is power. Of course, what gives most businesses is because you have no stability of power and non-tax manufacturers. When they have no stability of power, there is high cost of sale to run their generators. Most of the business, one time we are sure that the power is there, which means what every government is interested is first of all creating employment. If you have to create more than 40,000 jobs, you know what it means. It reduces the money, it reduces the rate of unemployment. Two, it will boost the economy. It will boost the economy. How many boost the economy? Of course, like many of our to everyone person, go to the exported out, and I'm not going to have one check. What I'm not going to do. And I do that. That's what I'm calling. It's not everything you talk about export. What's important is first. Great job. One job is created. And production is made. And the good quality goods. People will buy. Also buy. So it's hard to do that to find them. I would not say that if you are going to know which brand buy. Like look at bags. They are producing quality bags. One of them not attractive, one of them do not when you see it. You say you don't buy. When you compare to other bags that are not of no standard, you will encourage somebody because it is made in Nigeria. No, look here, the people will come back. So for us, it is the quality, and we thank God some companies who are committed to making sure that the companies are better. You can see the water security agencies are doing their best from if you are not safe, this does not have contact. But they have confidence in the security invest and they can imagine how much they have to there. So Abuja is safe, Abuja is safe, and encourage people to emulate companies like this who have belief that this country must grow, and that somebody put millions of dollars in this kind of investment. If you don't have that belief, if you don't have that commitment, you won't put such amount of money. So people should believe that everybody will fight a lot. People should come. In fact, I can tell you personally that I personally believe that the law of our sin, as far as the back is concerned, because it's a matter of negative.
Meanwhile, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has reiterated his administration's resolve to link up the expanded roads network with bus and taxi terminals to checkmate the one-chance crime within the nation's capital. The minister disclosed this during the flag-off ceremony of bus and taxi terminal within the Central Business District, Abuja. The flag-off ceremony is the third in the series. Strategically located, the facility stakeholders believe will be eco-friendly and meet the transportation needs of the residents.
Before now, we have flagged off 2 of the bus terminals, one in Abuja and one in Kubo. This is for the Central Business District, which is at the center of the city. So many people are virtually of us who have had the privilege of traveling overseas, of traveling to other countries. What we think about these facilities? What comes to mind? Why is it that we cannot also have the same facilities that we enjoy when we go outside the country? Abuja is a beautiful city. By the grace of God, through the support of Mr. President, we are continuing to expand the road infrastructure. Yes, if we expand the road infrastructure without linking it with the various bus terminals, we don't think we're able to achieve what we should achieve. What we're trying to do is to integrate and improve our transport system. It is going to cut off this so-called one-chance crime that is always committed. Here, this is a bus terminal, taxi terminal, where you can come in, and the management of these bus terminals and taxi terminals will know these are the vehicles that go to social place, and these are the vehicles you have boarded. For security reasons, we'll be able to identify. Unlike where you go and stand on the road, you don't know who is flying the vehicle, and you wave, and then the person will stop. Where are you going to? I'm going to Baitama. You enter. That's the end of the story. And then people will ask him, what are we doing to stop this one-chance crime? So part of what we're doing today is establishing the bus and taxi terminals that you can go there and say that I'm going to Maulana, and we're aware if anything happens, this is the vehicle, this is the driver that we held responsible. 2, you can come here and relax yourself until when their own bus or taxi will take you out. With all the modern facilities, sometimes when we go to train stations overseas, we see the facilities, restaurants, people go and wait for people just relax. That is the way it's supposed to be in a city like Abuja. And I can assure all of you, by the grace of God, that this Green Hope agenda of Mr. President, I have said severally and I continue to say, it's not just by talking, it's by showing. is reality. Seeing is believing. I believe by the grace of God, let's say, as the contractor has promised us, we will formally commission these 3 bus and taxi terminals to the glory of God. This is not a project that has been awarded and then we say there are no funds. Here, we have told the contractor there is no augmentation. We are not going to do any augmentation. I'm not going to rush back to the Federal Agriculture or to the President, please, augmentation. The money is being provided. I have told the contractor the funding of this project will not be a problem. So do all you can and tell us when the next payment will be. Be assured that you get your money. FCT does not carry a project where the fund is not there. We are not going to do that. We are not going to award contracts just to satisfy people. We must award contracts when we know the funding is there. No amount of pressure will make us to run award projects in order to satisfy particular individuals or group of individuals. On this note, let me therefore invite my brother, those of them who have given us the support, the backup, because without the National Assembly, it will also be difficult. Because if we submit our budget and they don't agree with us, there's nothing we can do. The Chairman House Committee on FCT have been very, very supportive, very supportive. And I want to
first and foremost, I must express our sincere appreciation to Mr. Project, the Honorable Minister of FCT, His Excellency Barrister Elson Wike, for his visionary leadership and guidance. I must state categorically that your vision and commitment have been instrumental in bringing this important infrastructure to fruit. In the same vein, we are proudly grateful to the staff of the Transportation Secretariat for their pivotal role in ensuring the successful commencement of this important project. Like previous projects, your hard work and determination have laid the groundwork for a development that will significantly enhance the transportation network in Abuja. Our heartfelt appreciation also goes to the construction company and engineers whose expertise and dedication will be crucial in bringing this project to completion. We trust that your craftsmanship will reflect the high standard and aspiration we hold for this bus terminal. To our esteemed residents and other critical stakeholders, we extend our deepest gratitude for your continued support and cooperation. Your input and enthusiasm have been invaluable throughout the journey, and we look forward to working together as we move towards the execution of this project. In conclusion, let us all take pride in this milestone and remain united in our commitment to seeing it through its fruition. It is my sincere prayer that this project serves as a testament to our city's growth and our commitment to improving the public services.
The contractor, while giving the overview of the project, expresses his desire to make the facility iconic to reflect the beauty of the nation's capital city.
A little over a month ago, the FCT handed over land to us in Abuja and Abuja to construct bus terminals. We were flagged off early July, and I can say to you today that if you go to those sites, indeed the site we handed over to us is not what it is today. Work has advanced progressively. We have done quite a lot of construction work on those sites, and what we assure you, we are all well on our way to deliver the project ahead of the state. But what we are doing today is the flag off of the CBD bus terminal. This is very unique in the sense that this is right the center of Abuja. This is the center of Nigeria, and we can't do anything less. Like the center of other most cities around the world, you must always have a befitting public transport infrastructure. Something befitting is what we are brought forward this afternoon, and therefore we have changed the concept. Just like Mrs. Virginia Abu mentioned earlier, The terminal we have in the CBD in Abuja is even more romantic, and actually, I would say it's a love favorite. You can take a look at one of the photographs that we have there. It's truly iconic. And that is why we have decided to change the design to make it more iconic and more beautiful, befitting for the city center and the federal capital of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And not only that, part of the facility we are putting there is actually cinema. She mentioned something about people meeting at bus stop and getting married, dating at bus stop and bus terminals. Indeed, I think we have that in mind when we decide to put cinema in this terminal. It will be what you have never seen anywhere in the world. And we promise you that we are going to deliver this to what we have on the wall and in our drawings. Some of the facilities that we have here include lift, public address system, elevator, lighting, ATM. It's meant to be a center not only for transportation and also for commerce. We want Nigerian people to travel freely. When you close from work, you can travel to every part of Abuja, from Bragalada to Nyanya. You are everywhere you're going, and you can interconnect. This is what has been done in advanced countries in other parts of the world, and we are happy that a Nigerian company, indigenous company, private project is going to make this happen. We have done this before in several places in Nigeria. In Oshodi we have done it, in Ikeja we have done it, in Ibadan we have done it, in Abuja we have done it, and we are probably doing it in Enugu and Abia. This is going to be the best we have ever done. We keep improving on every project, and we also want to thank the Honorable Minister of FCT for giving Nigeria a chance. We thank the Abuja of Bola Tinubu for giving Nigeria a chance. That if given a chance, there's a whole lot that we can do, and we will not disappoint you on this project.
With funds being provided, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike assures of timely completion of the project, which he describes as hope renewed for the residents. It will be recalled that similar exercises were carried out at Mabushi and Kubo areas of the Federal Capital Territory.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are hereby alerted to the activities of scavengers, also known as Babambula, which security agencies have identified as a high-level security threat to not only the residents but also to our infrastructure as they perpetrate petty stealing and acts of vandalism on public utilities. More so, they are drug peddlers, serve as spies to terrorist elements, and are ready-made tools for the public disturbances during which they attack people with dangerous weapons. The Federal Capital Territory Administration therefore reiterates that the ban on scavengers aka Bababula operating within the Federal Capital City is still in force. These miscreants are advised to stay off the streets of the Federal Capital City for their own good, as defaulters will be apprehended and prosecuted, including parents of underage children involved in these practices. Relevant agencies are carrying out enforcement of this ban as stipulated. Be law-abiding always. Let's together build the FCT of our dreams. Management Announcer.
Let's join the FCT administration to make Abuja the pride of the nation by obeying the extant rules and regulations guiding the city. Up next is review of FCTA activities for the past week.
In line with the city master plan, only few districts and satellite towns within the nation's capital are enjoying potable water. The ongoing Greater Abuja Water Supply Project is one way of addressing water challenge, especially in satellite towns and rural communities. It is against this background that the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike signed this memorandum of understanding with Chinese firms to embark on selected projects expected to be delivered in record time to mark the 50th anniversary of the creation of the FCT. The minister says the president has given him a mandate to ensure adequate water supply in the satellite areas of the FCT, which is also contained in the MOU signed.
Of course, you know what we call Greater Abuja Water, which is being handled by the CGC Group. And that has been awarded for some years. But by the grace of God, they have now up to 70% completion. We believe by the grace of God, by this December or thereabout, they would have completed it. But Mr. President, in his way, said, look, you can't only provide for the cities. You also have to talk about the satellite towns, the rural area, the area councils. And so we came up with this idea that, look, that the need to have satellite town water supply in Gwagwalada, in Kwale, and Kuje. So we're able to sign that memorandum of understanding with CGC for them to carry out this assignment.
The minister reiterates his administration resolve to meet the yearnings and aspirations of the residents by lightening up the nation's capital city, which will be 50 by next year. Responding, the heads of the Chinese firms expressed their appreciation for the confidence reposed in them to execute the project, while assuring the Minister of Quality and timely delivery of the projects.
This
project is a trail project for this FUCAC spirit. Regarding this project, it is benefiting the people's lightening or the waters. It's really the social benefit project.
On the minister's entourage were the Permanent Secretary Treasury, Executive Director, Rural Water and Sanitation Agency, Director of Procurement, and other senior officials of the FCTA. The Federal Capital Territory Administration is poised to ameliorate the economic hardship presently being faced in the country. To this end, the Abuja Enterprise Agency is supporting medium and small-scale enterprises to generate wealth. Devices such as laptops and other gadgets have been released to residents for empowerment.
This particular program will in no little way enhance the capability and the ability of MSMEs operating in the Federal Capital Territory to position their businesses not just for profitability but also for sustainability. So indeed, it's a very good program that has come at the right time.
Some of the beneficiaries described the gesture as a right step in the right direction, promising to make judicious use of the equipment provided to enhance their well-being.
I'm very happy. I appreciate Abuja Enterprise Agency for this bold step they've taken to help the entrepreneurs, the small business, the SMEs. Let me put it that way. At least it will go a long way for us.
It will give me a very good reasoning, because when I diagnose, no matter whatever the code they gave me, I will go to my phone, that is for this thing, and then I will get the solution immediately. It will make job easy for me.
Both women and youth benefited from the assistance, which is part of the FCT Cares program.
This is where we draw the curtains on the program this week. Keep a date with us next week, same time, same station. Goodbye.